I got the key. I got the secret. I got the key to what another way. I've got the key. Welcome everybody to another episode of Savage Crypto. In today's episode, I am going to be talking about a cryptocurrency that could be the key to success in 2018. And today is not a slow day in cryptocurrency. It's Saturday today. Saturday tends to be the day that everything kind of goes a bit dead. Everything goes a bit flat. But look, the market cap is at near 800 billion. 800 billion, a phenomenal figure. Another milestone achieved. And the BTC dominance is still spectacularly low, 35.6%. It had a slight rally yesterday, but not significant enough to take it over $17,000. Ripple well over $3 now. Ethereum well over $1,000 now. So all looking fine and well. Litecoin has managed to get over $300 again. They finally kind of gotten over the little slump that they had with Charlie Lee getting rid of his coins. And generally, cryptocurrencies are looking good today, save for a few negatives. I mean, look at Rayblock. That was just going up way too fast. There were Rayblock shillers everywhere saying it's going to achieve this, it's going to achieve that. But no. Sia Coin having tremendous growth. And this is due to hard fork, a hard fork that's happening with Sia Coin. It's gone up to 9 cents. Unbelievable. Because Sia Coin was down in the dumps for so long. And now it's at 9 cents. So amazing. Icon up $7.60. A lot of cryptocurrencies doing relatively well today. Binance doing really well. Binance just going from strength to strength, essentially. So yes, looking amazing today. And again, a lot of the rises seem to be following what I was showing you yesterday. 10 cents to $1 cryptocurrencies are really getting bought up. And Electroneum is the latest to get pumped up. Dentacoin, which I bought 1 million of ages ago, that's up all of a sudden 163%. So they're just going up and up. And Packcoin, wow, gone through the roof in the last 24 hours. And I guess my mention probably helped it. Digital Note, 8 cents. So just some cryptocurrencies no one's ever heard of appearing now. So people are going in for it. Now, what am I going to be talking about? I'm going to be speaking about an ICO. So if you're excited, smash up the likes to learn about this ICO. Because I think this ICO could excite you. Especially with the likes of ICOs that have come out recently, like OneChain, which is hyper exciting, set for super growth in 2018. Everybody's looking for the next OneChain. They're looking for the next, huge mover like Ethos that has gone from 5 cents to $13. People are looking for similar now. They are looking to essentially invest in like the future Tesla. We have got the beginnings of the cryptocurrency ecosystem being grown right in front of us. And we have the ability to invest in companies that could be the next Amazon, the next Tesla, the next Google, the next Facebooks of the cryptocurrency world. So smash up those likes. Also, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the Suppoman, because this is where you get the best, most up-to-date, most reliable information. Now, before I go on to that ICO, let's just touch on a few bits of information. So, I brought you the other day a video that included Daddy on there. Daddy, which is essentially like a cloud computing services platform. Okay. Now, last night I put out a tweet. Hey peeps, what ICO are you really into? I'm looking to bring you a series where these ICOs are properly dissected for long-term potential. And if you like an ICO that you see down in the comments, smash a like on it so that I know that people are liking it. Okay, because I don't want loads of people just saying Nucleus, Daddy, blah, blah, blah. So I want people to actually put some social proof if they see somebody else has posted it. So as you can see here, Nucleus, Vision has had 104. Daddy has had 64 here, Blue Cell 67. But Daddy's had another one at 113. So essentially that's like 170 there. 170 nearly. No, it is over 170. Nearly 180 likes on Daddy. Okay? But then a revelation happened. We had essentially somebody posting that Daddy's white paper looks spectacularly like Sonem's paper. So if we have a look at this image here, This is the Suppoman white paper. This is the Daddy white paper. And you can see that essentially it is copy and pasted. A lot of the detail here about what it is, which is fundamentally the thing that differentiates cryptocurrencies from another, is virtually copied from Suppoman. They have used exact terminology. Centralized cloud services, Suppoman implements fog computing structure, Daddy implements a fog computing structure. Blah, 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 blah. Well, essentially, if you look through it, this is a really good tweet. We only have to put Daddy ICO into Twitter, and you can see there's huge similarities. So as a result of that, I put out another tweet, which was, who is still into Daddy now? Who still is loving Daddy after this? Now, I did say I wasn't necessarily sure about the team. The team didn't actually, they didn't wow me, okay? So I already didn't like it anyway. So I asked who is still into Daddy after their white paper is essentially a Suppoman copy-paste job. 85% now are not into Webby. God knows, scammy AF. Only 15 measly percent out of nearly 1,700 votes still have the faith. So this has really damaged Daddy. So apologies if you already have invested into it or are really into it and invested in it, because this has probably hurt its chances massively. They probably will get over it. You know, people do get over bad things happening, but they've got a bit of a mountain to climb. Next on the agenda is this. We've got Suppocoin finally out. Now, this is not my coin. I have not personally created this coin. This is a coin created for the Suppoman community, for the Suppo community, essentially. Now, Suppocoin is a fork of Dash. There's 18 million supply, so it's relatively low supply. And today they are essentially selling masternode packages. So if you want in on that, I am going to be behind this coin. I'm not the person that has created it. I am in contact with the team and making sure that they are doing stuff and they're current and they're not just literally out to get money. But ultimately, I have no control over the developers. So this is all the information. It's on suppocoin.io. You can have a look and see what it's all about, what the roadmap's looking like, how the tokens are allocated, getting wallets as well, and the masternode packages pre-sale. Okay, so there aren't many. I don't think there are many masternodes. So if you want in, get in there. Get in there. So now, let me just make sure that I'm live, because you never know. I might not actually be live. Or I might be live and you can't hear me. That's happened to me before, and that was very, very embarrassing. Oh, I am live. 2K people watching. Probably a record for a Saturday. So, let's carry on. Let's carry on with this. So, what is this ICO? Get on to the point, Suppoman. So, the ICO I'm going to speak about today is this one. The key. I got the key. The key looks really interesting. I am liking what I see regarding the key. So I'm going to be telling you more about the key. I'm going to be presenting this savage crypto style. So I'm going to tell you what it is in a nutshell. I'm going to tell you the positives, why you may find this investable, the negatives, why it may not be so investable to you, and then give it a final rating out of 5, letting you know if I'm going to invest and what my strategy will be if I do invest, and also if I don't invest, what your strategy may want to be if you do want to invest and I don't, essentially. Okay, so I'm going to go onto this website a little bit after I have presented on it. So let's get started with the presentation. So what is the key? When I first saw the name The Key, I hated it. I just thought, the key altogether, not with a space? I thought, I don't like the sound of that. It sounds naff. But having looked into it, actually, seems like it could be pretty exciting. So let's talk about this. So basically, what is the key? The key is a neo-blockchain based personal verification tool. Now, you will have heard of personal verification tools before with the likes of Civic. And the key is essentially a neo-blockchain based one, but different. So I'm going to tell you more about why it's different. Because if this was completely a rip-off of Civic, like maybe Daddy is trying to be a rip-off of Suppoman, then I wouldn't cover it. So let's talk about the key. So What are the positives? So the positives are essentially that the key is going to allow you to personally verify yourself, verify you are who you say you are for various different aspects of life, different activities that you do in life, different things that you pay for or sign for. This is going to be a way of personally verifying you using biometrics, so basically like thumbprints and stuff around your body, like maybe eye recognition or face recognition, but using biometrics and big data from governments. So essentially personal information that the governments have on you. Okay, so it's using both. They're putting it both on the blockchain, and essentially they will verify you when you are paying for things or when you are signing contracts, signing up for things, basically. So I'll tell you more about that. So what they're essentially trying to do is they're trying to transition the you that exists here in reality, into the digital world. Okay, so taking you and everything that contains and personally verifies you into the digital world so that you can basically verify yourself digitally with this platform. Okay, so that is essentially what it is. It's turning you physically into digital you so that things can be signed for and things can be agreed to. So what are the use cases for the key? So essentially you can use it to get your pension, to get reimbursement for healthcare insurance. You can use it for basically signing up for bank accounts. You can use it for booking flights. You can use it for shopping. So a manner of different use cases that the key have in mind for the personal verification tool. So essentially it will allow you to verify yourself as a security measure for some important things down the line. Okay, so this is the beginnings. This is the very basic stuff that you can do, that you're going to be able to do with the key tool. Now they are trialing it already. Okay, so they are trialing kind of like their first level of personal verification. They're building the second right now. So it's currently being trialed in 41 cities and 130 million people. Okay, and they are essentially using it for social security, social payments, like their pension, like healthcare reimbursements. And they have currently amassed data on 210 million people in 66 countries. Okay, so they've got the data on 210, and they're actually trialing these methods on 130 million in 41 cities. So they are actually using this and proving how it works right now. Now the token itself is going to be used for smart contract settling. Okay, so if you are signing up for a bank account, essentially that is a contract between you and the bank. If you are trying to get reimbursed for healthcare, then there is essentially a contract between you and the healthcare insurance company. Okay, so the smart contracts those are the smart contracts, and the token is used to settle them. So essentially you need to be a token holder to settle these smart contracts, and also for payments. It's a unit of currency as well. So you can actually pay for stuff, you can pay for whatever services with the tokens. Okay, so it's got good usage there. And also seems to kind of pass the Howey test for security. So I don't see there being any security issues down the line or regulatory issues. What else? So they have actually been working hard already. Now they've been established for a while. Tell you more about that in a minute, but they've been established already. So they have already signed agreements with government. Okay, so they are working with governments to get their big data, government agencies as well. They're working with leading firms, leading companies, banks, insurance companies, particularly healthcare insurance companies, labs, and also a university at the moment. So they have already got existing clients that they are going to be trialing and hopefully allowing for the product, when it comes out, the personal verification product, to actually have some use case straight away. Okay, so they have already signed up. They've already kind of done the groundwork with the companies that are likely to have the smart contracts with end users down the line. Now, they've got a team of 28, a massive team and advisors, but they've got an award-winning superstar CEO. Now, she is very medically educated, knows a hell of a lot. I'll show you in a little while. She is one of China's leading women entrepreneurs. Okay, so they have got a real visionary at the beginning. That's what I like. I like not just your average entrepreneur, never done anything, a bit like the CEO of Ethlend, not meaning to dig him out or anything, but he really is just a legal trainee, a paralegal. What we've got here is an actual superstar entrepreneur, CEO in the medical field, biometrics, and all that kind of stuff. So I'll take you through that in a while, but she's good on the sciences. Now, they've currently got 23 copyrights and 15 accepted patents. Now, that is strong for their tool, okay? Because what makes, I suppose, what makes the perceived value of this go high up is that the product can't be matched, okay? So something that's helped with Walton is it's a patented RFID technology, okay? So with the key, they've actually got patents on the technology that protects it from being copied by someone else. A little bit like the whole Sonam and Daddy situation. But anyway, enough about that. So this is how they protect the credibility of their product, is by having the patents, by having copyright, and essentially just have a huge level of protection on the product. So this is excellent. Now the token price is 1.7 cents, very, very low, which enables the massive multipliers, okay? But I'll talk about this a little bit in a while, okay? But it is a low token price, so you get a lot of tokens for your money, essentially. So you get, I think it's 1 million tokens for a Bitcoin during the whitelist phase, okay? So they are still accepting people for the whitelist phase, and then it's a Bitcoin. For a Bitcoin, you get 1 million tokens. So they have got credibility. They've been established since 2014. They just haven't just come out of thin air and just said, oh, here we are, presenting you with this verification tool. They've actually been working for nearly 4 years. And they've got a June launch for the complete product. And then in December, the mainnet will be released. Okay, so essentially, they've got some good bursts of value down the line, as well as getting on exchanges. So these are the positives. All sounds pretty amazing so far, doesn't it? By the way, guys, smash up the likes, because there doesn't appear to be many likes. So get those likes smashed, people. 640 likes, I will join you like smashed. So, negatives now. What are the negatives of the key? So, a 10 billion token supply. Okay, massive, huge. 10 times Civic. Now, Civic, I kind of see as the maximum in tokens that I would normally invest in, okay? However, what I will say, though, is two things. Number one, low-priced tokens are getting bought up. There's a big thirst for getting into tokens that have a long way to go. So that's number one. Number two, there's so much money now being invested into cryptocurrencies that it's kind of changed the game somewhat. Although this is low risk, low reward, we have already seen the likes of Cardano, the likes of Ripple, the likes of EOS, the likes of Civic, high supply coins absolutely smashing it right now. If you've got a good project, if you've got great technology, a very investable team, then the money will follow and essentially pump it up. And this is a legitimate product from what I can see. It's got legitimate partnerships, valuable partnerships. This is something I don't see in something like Electronium, which has a very, very high supply and is getting pumped like hell right now. So this is essentially the same price as Electronium with much less total supply. So there are positives, there are negatives, but essentially this would need 10 times Civic volume to make this pump. Okay, just to have a little idea of perspective. There's no working product for the biometrics, so the second phase of their verification tool has not been created. They're currently trialing their kind of first version, but they haven't got working product yet for the full version. So this is a good and a bad thing. That means that there is still scope for the value to increase, because if they already had a working product, there is the potential for it to not grow necessarily as fast. You need to have the excitement built up, you need to have people investing in it and bringing up the value, and then you start releasing the kind of big launches, the mainnets, the product itself, and these are what will add to its value. If it's already got it, then where does the value come from? So there's a good and bad thing about there not being a working product, but working products is kind of what you want to see so that you have proof or evidence that such a thing looks good, works good, and you're investing in something that potentially is going to make you huge multipliers. It's not 100% unique. So Civic, there's already Civic, okay? But there are differences with Civic. There is no need to download an app. There's no need to upload data. There's no costs associated with it, or at least low costs. That is what the key are mentioning as the differentiators from what's out there. So there's Civic, who we all know of. It's an app. You can activate it with your thumbprint. And there's Self-Key as well, which is another competitor. So it's not 100% unique. I like unique projects, but this does have differentiators from what is out there, and certainly different layers and dimensions to the tool that I don't necessarily see with Civic. Also, just to go back on the uniqueness, it is on the Neo blockchain, whereas Civic isn't. Okay, so with the Neo blockchain, you've got the scalability benefits, the speed benefits that you don't necessarily have with the Ethereum blockchain, as Civic does. So there is also that differentiator. Now, adoption. This is possibly the area, this is on a personal level, this is what I think could be something that stops people from, I suppose, having their data transition from real life to digital life. And that is the fact that with, government data, where essentially, almost like your medical, biological kind of records are stored on the blockchain. What I don't necessarily like is, although it can't be hacked or altered, which is what the blockchain is good for, what if people should happen to see your information and know that you've got a really nice working kidney, okay? In certain countries, you get kidnapped and have your kidney, and you wake up in an ice bath or something, and then they're doing a operation on you to get your kidney because, they need it to get a nice working kidney for someone else. Who knows? I don't necessarily like the idea of what can possibly be seen and what can possibly be visible on the blockchain. I imagine it will be private to you, only you can see it and only you can unlock it, hence the key. But this is something that would put people off. This may stop the adoption. Okay, so this may make people fear, oh, my information is going to be used for negatives. I could personally be in danger. So that's one thing that I think is potential negative. And then, of course, it's ICO. No working product, not 100% unique. It's early stage and it's risky. It may be low cost, but it's high supply as well. So whether the price really pumps is one thing. But what I absolutely love about this is what they are looking to create, what their white paper's telling you, what the tool is and how it can be used, and those use cases, and the fact that there is patents on the tool. So lots of really good points with the key. So my final rating is a 3.5 out of 5. Okay, so 3.5 out of 5. So this is good. Okay, this isn't excellent or exceptional or outstanding, but it is very good. Okay, I think this is a very good ICO. It's got the potential to make you a huge amount of money, but it's also got the potential to make you a huge amount of money in the long term rather than short term. Now, I know that a lot of people, when they invest in ICOs, they want to get massive amounts back straight away, okay? And I don't necessarily think that's going to happen straight away with this. I think that it's going to have much more value when they've actually got a working product that is seen to be working and shows that the concept works completely. However, looking at the team, they've got a really big, breadthy team, okay? And a really hot superstar at the top of it. I mean hot like flaming hot, not she's really sexy. I don't know, really. I'll let you judge that. So anyway, am I investing? I am going to be investing in this. Yeah, I am going to be investing, and I think that I am going to get involved at the whitelist stage where 1 Bitcoin is the minimum investment, because this does look pretty hot. And my strategy would be long-term on this. I like Neo blockchain-based ICOs because I think that they can work a lot faster than Ethereum-based ICOs. I love the team, think the product's amazing. I mean, I loved Civic, and I kind of see this as progression from Civic. I don't necessarily know what Civic's answer to this is, but these guys are obviously creating a product that is an answer to that Civic cannot answer. Okay, so that is what I like about it. So my strategy is long term on this. So that is my rating on the key. So let's just have a quick show of hands. Let's just have you guys just let me know. Are you interested in the key? Do you want the key to success is the question. Love it, love it. So let's see, just simple yes or no, yes or no. People say the ICO is over. It's not actually over. That's actually not true. No, 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 yes, yes. Yes, no. No, 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 yes, 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 no. Wow. Very, very mixed. Very mixed. I wonder which point it was that you didn't like. So let me now show you some details, okay? So this is the key. Okay, so decentralized ecosystem of an identity verification tool using national big data from governments and the blockchain, okay? So, reasons why: for convenient life, automatic diagnosis and treatment of diseases, accurate recommendation. I don't really know what that means, gotta be honest with you. So, difference in advantages. So, more reliable results, lower cost than competitors, better user experience, not necessary for individual users to install any application or upload any data. Okay, so awards. So this is the Superstar CEO. Okay, so most outstanding woman entrepreneur in China 2017, All China Women's Federation. The most commercial valuable product of the year 2017, All China Women's Federation. Okay, so here she is, Catherine Lee. Here are the various achievements that they have achieved. Here is the team, of which there are quite a few team members. And quite a lot of breadth as well, as I was saying. So you've got most of the departments there covered. Consultants and advisors, their strategic partner is Neo, which is good, gives it a good sense of credibility. Here's the roadmap and when things are looking to be launched. So the BDMI, which is really the complete version, is developed and testnet ready in June, and then the mainnet built in December. Okay, and look at these partners that they've already got. So they've already got business. They've already got established partners. So let's now have a look at the actual sale itself. So you got the private placement, and then between November and January, you've got the pre-distribution. Okay, so this is the whitelist area. Okay, so this is still open. Okay, this is still open. You can sign up on the Key website and get involved in this. And you can buy with either Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Neo. Okay, and 1 BTC is the minimum investment amount. Okay, maximum is 50 BTC. And then on the 1st of February, it's going to be the main sale. Okay, the main sale. So 1st of February, 28th of February, and then it will be 0.0001 of a Bitcoin to get involved in that. But they are only actually accepting Neo, so it just shows you just the minimum requirement, but it will be in Neo. Okay, and basically here are the tokens that are available. There are some elements which I'm not 100% happy about. So 8% goes to the project team. That's about 80 million tokens, quite a lot there. But this is a good thing. 51% is going to be available in the sale, and they will burn unsold tokens. So if you are getting involved at that price, once they burn them, it instantly adds some value to the price. So a token burn is a good thing, and is certainly trying to keep you with, getting some value out of your investments, particularly if you invested early. So Mexico. So then there's also these legal conditions and stuff that are basically put there to make you know what you're investing in and what the potential risks are. And then of course there is a white paper as well. And like it says, essentially the token can be used cross-border for cross-border payment, which is good. Obviously most cryptocurrencies have that advantage over fiat. So there we are, Marble Arch. That is today's ICO. So it was certainly my community are really wanting information on the Key. So that is the Key, peeps. That is the Key. So advise. So essentially go into it at your. Oh, there's lots of yeses now that I must have missed. So there we are. Nice, 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 nice. I broke the Key website apparently. Interesting. So people are trying to access the Key website and they can't. So I'm looking to continue bringing I'm going to continue bringing a series on ICO. So watch this space, peeps. Lots to come. Exciting stuff to come. And I cannot guarantee that the format will stay the same. That's all I'll say on the matter. And now I'm looking particularly dark. So I am going to now make a move. But I will see you again soon. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope this entertained you on a Saturday, whatever it is there. It's evening where afternoon where I am now. You wouldn't think it with the darkness, but yeah, it's mid-afternoon, I'd say. So, hope you guys have a great Saturday, whatever you're doing. Hope you have a nice appetite for ICOs because they're going to be big this year. And I will see you next time. It is lights out, all out.